Hello, beautiful singers. This is Valerie White-Williams and Vocal Splendor Studios. And today I would like to talk to you about, do you need to be extroverted to be a singer? This is something I think there's a lot of myths and misconceptions about, because so many singers, when they go on stage, they come across as so dynamic. And so we assume that all singers and performers are extroverts. But I have found that really not to be true. It's kind of a cliche, but many performers that I know are really introverted people. And the reason why is that it takes a lot of what my teacher would call creative loneliness, which is his term for practicing. It takes a lot of alone time to build the skills and actually just dig into yourself to be a performer. And so when performers perform, you see them emoting so much energy, but not all of them are going to be equally extroverted and outgoing off the stage. Now, there are those that are, and I do know several singers that are on 24/7, and they're the really extroverted people that are going out to everybody's shows and will jump up on stage anytime that one asks. But I have found that those people are more of the exception rather than the rule. Many performers are very quiet off stage, or especially before they go on, they're turning within, they're like meditating or just trying to calm down to get on stage and let it all out. So here's what I've come across all these years is I think when it comes to stage presence, people are either hot or cold. Now, when I mean cold, I don't mean that they're like stuck up or stuffy, but they come across as cool. And those people tend to be magnetic. So we have the extroverted, really high energy people that move around on stage all the time, and they're super dynamic and they're full of energy and they're running around the stage. And those people are hot, they have energy, they're full of that. And some people tend to be a little bit more cool on stage and they bring the audience to them. Now, as a young singer, I remember trying to be more active because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like jump around the stage and like wiggle and do all that stuff. And when I do that, to be honest, I look kind of silly. I look really awkward because my approach is more cool, even though I can kind of be a hyper talker. But when I'm on camera and when I'm on the stage, I come across as cool, where other people come across as hot. Now, ironically, the people that are really high energy and hyper wiggling around, they're told to calm down. They're the ones that are told to stay still, stop wiggling around, stop moving. And when you're in a choral setting, or sometimes when you're a classical singer, that is an issue. You're supposed to kind of hold still and be calm. But again, I think it's really important that you find your own true organic way performing on the stage. You have to find what works for you, including me on this camera. It took me a while to kind of be comfortable with who I am and how I approach myself. So when I talk about the personality tests and looking at yourself as a performer, question whether you are more introverted or more extrovert, and don't shame yourself either way, because we have all kinds of people. Performing and musicians are very diverse, and you have to find your true way, not what works for your friend, and find where you are. Now, for myself, I'm probably what we call an ambivert. I'm kind of 50-50. I tap out a bit more on the extrovert, but if I'm with people, a whole bunch, I just don't want to be around anyone, including my family. And they know that. I just need to have some quiet time to kind of recharge. So that's me. And I think a lot of performers are ambiverts as well. And the extroverted people, they need to give themselves that alone time to recharge, because they're the ones that are going to burn out and get too stressed out or too overtaxed. So it's learning to find that balance. But as a performer, as an artist, it's helpful to go look at yourself and go, well, what am I? What am I more comfortable with? And find your own way and your own presence, and don't feel ashamed because you're not like other people, because we want uniqueness. That's what's so amazing about music and the arts, is that everybody has something special to give. So let's think extrovert, introvert. Which one are you? Where do you fall on that scale? And how can you use that to make yourself a more dynamic performer? All right, thank you so much for the likes, shares, and subscribes. I so appreciate all of your support. And please let me know what you think as a performer, as an introvert and an extrovert, and let me know of any other topics you'd like me to talk about, because I love making videos for you. All right, have a great day and sing on.